This is a good break for him. He's got a good handling race car, and he's got the nerve to get it done here this afternoon. We'll see if he can stay up there and come up with a top 5 finish. They're going green as soon as they hit the start-finish line. Pace car's about to ease off onto pit road. Jimmy Johnson, Greg Biffle, Casey Kane, Juan Pablo Montoya, and David Reagan to the top 5. They come down to the line in 6. Kurt Busch, Clint Boyer, Matt Kenseth, Brian Vickers make up the rest of the top 10. Green goes back in the air. That double file restart down at the bottom of the racetrack is Greg Biffle. He's not going to be able to even stay close to Jimmy Johnson as they hit turn 1.
Jimmy away by 2, maybe 3 car lengths. The battle's going to be for second. It'll be Biffle on the inside, Montoya on the outside, but not for long. Here comes Kurt Busch. He's looking 3 wide to the high lane.
Biffle will clear that traffic. He will pull into the number 2 spot. Montoya, Busch leading on one another off the end of the back straightaway. That's the side-by-side race for third. Montoya downstairs, and here goes Greg Biffle. Bottom side looking for the lead from Jimmy Johnson. Biffle try to make a run at Jimmy Johnson. He pulled up alongside nearly between turns 3 and 4. It didn't work. Jimmy scampers away, pulls out by 5 car lengths already. Further back, Kyle Busch works the inside lane of the racetrack. He and Casey Kane are going at it.
Kyle Busch took a peek to the inside lane, trying to line up a spot to the low line on Tony Stewart. Nothing there. Front of the pack, Jimmy Johnson. 2 car lengths up on Greg Biffle. Then Juan Pablo Montoya off turn 2.
Then you got Casey Kane. He rides in 4th. 4-car breakaway before a side-by-side battle for 5th. Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth wheel-to-wheel there. Matt Kenseth will blow him away, grab the spot before they reach the entrance of turn number 3. Again, Kyle Busch to the bottom side of Tony Stewart in turn 4.
Kyle Busch normally is at the front of the pack. Right now, he's just struggling to stay up inside the top 10 as they work across the line and head back into turns 1 and 2. We asked a little bit earlier, where were the Roush Fenway cars? Well, right now, 4 of them are up in the top 10 as they go over to turn 2.
And one of them is about to try and take over the number 5 position. That's Matt Kenseth. He's got the outside lane as he works the high groove on Kurt Busch, but Kurt is glued to the middle of the racetrack. He's going to hold him off for now.
They stack up from 5th on back. Kurt Busch will regain the number 5 position. Matt Kenseth back to 6th. That's where you'll find him battling alongside Kurt Busch there off the end of the back straightaway. Behind them, Tony Stewart, and here's Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the inside of Kyle Busch.
Jr.'s trying to take away the 8th position. He drives it low going into turn number 3, drifts up behind that car of Kyle Busch coming back to the start-finish line. He looks back, and he's got more company behind him. Here comes Carl Edwards.
Carl Edwards is right there, a couple of car lengths back. David Reagan, then Clint Boyer and Mark Martin. Dale Earnhardt Jr., who got a great pit stop, is in the top 10. Looking to do a little business. He pulls up on the back bumper of Kurt Busch.
He lost about 1, maybe 2 car lengths to Kyle. Now down the back straightaway, trying to regain that lost ground, but he's got Dale Earnhardt Jr. to contend with. Here's Jr. now. Last time Cruz tried the low lane. He'll go up a groove, trying to get the RPMs wound up in that machine. Not going to have a whole lot of success because he's got Carl Edwards now at the back door.
There are 6 cars locked up in that scramble back there at 5th place. Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, Tony Stewart, Kyle Busch, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. as they cross the line and head back over to turn 2.
Kyle riding 7th, Jr. in the 8th position. Carl Edwards 9th. Move Mark Martin to the top 10. He slides underneath Clint Boyer. Mark Martin from deep in the field now in the top 10.
Behind Mark, here's Clint Boyer under attack. Got Denny Hamlin lined up there. They come to the back straightaway. They work double wide in the corner. Now they go back into single file formation further back. Sam Hornish Jr. gets pinched. He'll draw down below the apron. Almost turned that Mobil 1 Dodge around. Hangs on to the car, but a close call there, and Martin Truex Jr. has slapped the wall. He's got damage to the right side of his Chevrolet.
Change for the 6th position. Tony Stewart chased down Matt Kenseth, completed the pass, so moved Tony up 1 more spot as they head back to 1.
That's Sam Hornish and Martin Truex Jr. incident. They were actually the same crash as Truex got squeezed up in a 3-wide battle, got a piece of the outside wall at the exit of turn number 2. Then there was kind of a ping-pong ball effect. Sam Hornish got turned directly to the infield, did a tremendous job keeping that car straight, got it back underway and back onto the racing surface.
Battle for 8th in turn 3. Dale Earnhardt Jr. by Kyle Busch. The inside lane is left open, and here comes Carl Edwards downstairs.
Tell you what, Dale Jr. is going to find out just how good his car is right now. He's been scrambling between Kyle Busch and Carl Edwards, 2 of the best in the business, and also Mark Martin and Denny Hamlin close in on that group going off to turn 1.
Here comes Kyle to the inside of the racetrack with Dale Earnhardt Jr. alongside at his right elbow. Kyle Busch right down below the yellow line. Dale Earnhardt Jr. halfway up on the outside, gives the spot to Kyle.
Kyle goes into a 4-wheel slide coming off turn number 2. He will slide across the hood of Dale Jr., retake that spot, and Carl Edwards has the best seat in the house watching all this unfold. Matter of fact, Carl dives for the bottom of turn number 3. Jr. slides up,